Hello, and welcome to Reckless Moves. It is Sunday night. We are near the end of the campaign, and we have some amazing players who play the game, who create chaos in all things wonderfully. I am Michael Cremeen. I'm the Dungeon Master of this chaotic campaign, which is nearing the end after 2 years. We have some amazing players who, let's start. I'll just go left to right in the screen. How about Matt? Tell us about your character.
Hey, I'm Matt. I am playing Rockham, who is just a little guy. He's an artificer armor who is a mechanical gnome.
Just a little guy, is like you say. That was a pretty good
Yeah.
description. Colin, who's Arthur?
Yeah, I play Arthur, a tiefling bard, College of Lore. He's just a red guy.
Just a red guy.
Yep.
Okay, Mandy, tell us about Ublek.
Yeah. Ublek is a plasmoid warlock. Not humanoid, that's important to note, just a green blob all the time. And he does what he wants, and he has a good time.
A green blob of varying sizes now. Yes.
Facts, yes.
And
be big, can be
Roger, tell us about Ridley.
Ridley Quinn is he's a deep fellow. He's Shadowkai, Phantom, Rogue. He can fly, he can turn invisible, he can become a ghost, he can stab things twice if he wants to. And he can do other things now too. So we'll see.
Be careful what monsters you create, lest you become one of them. All right. Well, let's do a short recap. Sorry that Rob can't join us. He's had a work conflict, but Rob in Essentia. Rob is Ghost Ogru, who is a barbarian, a Air Genasi barbarian with a little bit of warlock flavor, and he's missed. But
with daddy
issues.
issues.
Matt, would you take? I think you have control over Gust.
I think I can do that.
Nice. So to recap, basically last week, after causing chaos and promoting in Avernus, defeating Zariel and promoting Bell to be in charge, which is more stabilizing. Well, stabilizing is relative, I guess. And then, in order to prevent the blood war that seems to come and destroy in the material plane every once in a while, every 1,000 years or so, and it turns out to be some machinations are happening. You have defeated the Portal Guardian, Usus, and in order to find stability and prevent the blood war, mainly to prevent all the people you have saved on the land of Analoria, you did a little bit of research last week to find out the best path forward. You, with the historian and, library geek, which is a compliment, Arthur, Arthur mainly worked with your old friend Celesto in order to come up with a game plan of what to do next. Meanwhile, whether in the library, one of you with a scrying spell looking at Ublek, you learned that, Grazit, who's the ruler of the 45th through the 47th plane of the Abyss, is probably the one behind these plans and incursions into first the pit near Celesto, but also lots of demons coming into your plane. When you were down in Avernus, though, you did free one extremely disgusting creature which I'm going to share just as a reminder what he looks like. Sibriex, you had freed him, and he is probably the being in the abyss with the most lore possible. This guy. Remember?
Oh,
Yeah.
he looks sweet.
Yeah, he's just a cute, he's a cute puppy looking guy. Good
He's just a
boy.
goopy guy.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
He's got
disgusting.
skin problems, I'll say. Just slight skin problems.
He doesn't have any.
issue.
So
Get that man some Proactive, not a sponsor.
Yeah,
But you could be.
They really,
Look at my
I mean,
beautiful
he
skin.
would
I'll say
better
you
get a
use. I
bucket.
say I use your
better
product.
get a bucket. Um, so anyway, you have freed Sibriex from his prison with in Avernus, and as a result, you believe he owes you, and that is the being who knows the most about all the lore of the abyss, but just generally collecting rumors and information is its nature. So think about it as a gross gelatinous spy master. So knowing that Grazit and is potentially, which I showed you in a map, and just for a reminder, it is the 45th through the 7th. I believe I have. Yeah, I have an icon. I'm just gonna. It's not the. This is an older map, but basically, there's 3 layers to 40 layers called Fogtown. Second one is Galengast, and the third is Darkflame. And you can imagine they're just awful in their own particular ways. But what ties them together in the layer is one palace called the Argent Palace, which is actually through all 3 layers. And within that palace is not only the estate, but Gruz's throne room, which you have no information about where it might be. The last bit of lore you learned was that there is you heard the name Igvilv, and in the translation that Arthur was able to find, Igvilv is let's just say they have a complicated relationship with Igvilv was the only mortal who ever bested the Lord Grazit. They have been lovers, enemies. One time Igvilv imprisoned Grazit and almost took over his kingdom. And they have a love-hate relationship. You learn that Igvilv was also known as Tasha. And Tasha was spied on using scrying and surprisingly failed to defend. And you have a theory that by process of elimination and what you saw in the background of where Tasha was, is doing some kind of research in something, most likely in Eris, which is the southernmost desert town. So in the background, you saw some, like date palms and us. And look, having been in that area, the only place that could be was Eris, which is the southernmost town next to the next kingdom. It's a huge trading port between the northern kingdom of Analoria and the southern kingdoms, which you haven't even been to yet. And given how fast you've been blazing through this campaign, I don't know that you ever will. So that's what you learned, and you ended up in the library making a plan, having a map of Azagrat, which is the Grazit's kingdom. You know that Sibriex is in another layer, and at the top layer is a layer of portals, and which is heavily guarded. However, you don't know if someone's taken over, and it hasn't been that long, so you don't know if that's still you defeated Usus, who is the Gargantua Merilith, by turning Usus into a coin with Usus' face and granting that as a gift to someone else. Thus ending an epic 3-hour battle in
Correct,
about
Usus.
Did we do
3
a crypto?
minutes. What's that?
Did we make a cryptocurrency? Is that what happened?
We did.
Yeah, was this
Sure.
coin?
Usus coin?
It was cryptic, for sure. So you made a cryptic coin. I'll say that.
Part of the blockchain devil.
The
Let's do a
blockchain
rep
devil.
poll.
Nice. Yeah, there are chain devils, but maybe we need a blockchain devil. So that's where you left it. And what I always say is, players, what are you gonna do?
Well, we were gonna go somewhere at the
We
end of
were-
last time, right? Like the Eris.
We were headed to our ship,
That's
aren't
correct.
we?
Yeah. So Rockham and Gust were both going to separately went to take care of the ship.
Oh,
see
yeah,
that
yes.
Because remember, you had the head of Church Agnon, one of your first
Temple
encounters,
Daddy.
and you help
Our benefactor.
Yeah, benefactor is a great word. You are one of the only party who has a head of church granted badge as heroes, so that you have free reign to any temple services. So there is no cost for repairing your vessel. That was, and to go further back to the forest land where you bested is the word. You ameliorated and made a pact with a dragon to bring him the head of an elder brain, which you brought, and he left, but not without breathing fire on your ship. So in that same land, there's 4 possible points. Only really Oobleck has the experience and knows about the green stone, which you don't know the name of yet, but there was a green stone in that forest world that Oobleck walked into, experienced either a flashback or a time travel or something, that there was a being that was using this stone for something nefarious. So you don't know where that's gone, where it is, but when you went back, it was gone. So that green stone is all I'm going to say, is something to research. You have going to talk to Cibriex to try to find more information. That's got its own thing. Rockham is on the ship. You don't know where Gust is. And then you have, dealing with Gradazit. And 5th, go find and see if Tasha can be the enemy of my enemy as a friend kind of thing. You have no idea the relationship, but you know that there was the history and that there's probably some current animosity.
I have a
With
pretty
all
good
that in
idea of
mind-
where Gus may be.
Well, you don't know because you guys were all heading back to the capital city and going back to your ship.
Well, I just mean since we're on Alanaria again, he has nonstop talked about going to see Queenie, who
Yes.
he
Yeah.
actually has already proposed to.
Yeah.
So he may be
And-
in Havad.
He could be, but only you would know that currently, Ridley. because the last anyone knew that Rockham and Gust were checking out the ship.
So
So,
those little intel things I'll keep to myself then.
yes.
So we need to go back to the ship.
Well, sure.
That was
Okay.
the plan.
That's
Well,
what we were
let's do
gonna
that.
do, yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the last session, the three of us were headed back there.
About how
Well, you
about
have.
how long has Rockham been on the ship alone?
Well, it's been a few days because there was some exposition, and you all basically went back through the portal to. You were at the library, but Gust and Rockham went to the ship. So during the research part, Rockham and Gust were going to take care of the ship, and so we're all joining back up of the ship, is what you're saying. Correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well,
All together now.
you
At
guys,
DM
you
at the
guys,
DM's discretion,
Yes.
Rockham created truck nuts for the ship while he was waiting.
Beautiful. Right next to the rudder.
I'm
Yeah.
going to have to
Oh,
Peter to
no.
mind that because I don't have an icon for that. I don't have
That
an
is a
icon
good
for
thing.
truck nuts.
You didn't plan for boat truck nuts?
I didn't. I planned for a lot of things, but not that.
Rudder
But
nuts.
I will say that it's if you use the sending stone to ask for this to be added, they might have screwed up because they look like giant nuts instead of small truck nuts. So
Jesus.
they're actually making the ship tilt a little bit in the
Oh,
water.
that wasn't a mistake.
Oh, okay. So and actually, you could potentially use those as an anchor because they're so heavy. So I'm gonna say that they didn't understand the instructions. So your
You're just made of solid brass.
Well, I was thinking
They got
that Rockham
solid
could have.
brass
I'm just gonna go
balls.
back to I'm gonna just go back to your ship, the Happy Cyclops.
So now I like to think that the truck nuts just like descend as an anchor whenever it's like an actual boat. They just drop.
Oh.
Yeah, but they have to come back up while you're flying too.
Yeah.
So, and as a couple things
So many
happen as you
jokes.
get back to the ship, can you see your characters and where they are?
I got a black screen.
You do.
I'm
I
at a cafe table.
I can see us.
I have a black
Oh, okay.
I'm zooming in. There I am.
Yeah,
I'm
see
next
the
to the hamster.
map icon thing, but I don't. Let me see.
Oh well.
Oh,
Oh.
Rockham's all the way up at the front.
Okay.
Yeah, Rockham's at the front.
You
Oh,
guys
Gus is
went
at the
running
back.
around the
Here it
ship.
goes.
Should I
Okay,
re-import?
my computer was just slow.
Okay.
No, I'm good.
Well.
Oh, I forgot about the space hamster we adopted.
As you come back to the ship, this huge hamster comes bounding toward nudges. Ooh, that goes. Put his head down, waiting for Scritchies.
Hammy.
Ah. Ah.
Aw, love Hammy.
And so he puts his paws down so you can climb on his back if you want to ride.
Always. Yes.
So
If you want to talk to me, I'll be on my hamster.
Akra comes out and says, "Hello. Well, we have received your instructions, and we did add the. And it was, I had to use some of our gold to forge them, but the giant nut anchor that you wanted were attached, and they were larger and heavier than we thought. So we tried them on. We do end up lilting a little bit, like bow first, a little out of the water. So, but we did add some more propellant, and we talked to our air friends, and they agreed to provide some extra thrust. So it ends up being like almost like a a faster boat with its nose out of the water, and we kind of bounce along the water. So we've increased our speed actually through this process. But when we're flying,
Nice.
it's we've gotten some strange looks. Just letting you know. And your food, we have taken on stores, and of course, for our friends, and looking at Gust especially, and Ridley, we took on some ale and some whiskeys, in the
Nice.
bucket, in the barrels, excuse me, and we also took on lots of cured meats and grains, and a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables, and our nice air friends have recruited a couple ice methods, who are they were very inexpensive, but now we have an ice box, so we can keep everything nice and cold, and we won't have anything rotting the next time you leave us for months at a time. I'm sorry, Latitude. I will calm down. But you leave us for months at a time, and anyway, where are we going, and where should I tell the crew? Your meals are prepared. We await your instructions.
Well, thank you.
And as you guys look around, you don't see Gust.
Huh.
And I tried to talk him out of it, but he took the skiff, and he said he had to go see about a hairy queen. I don't know what.
Oh,
Oh,
Nah.
that rascal.
So he is
he's in the opposite direction of where we're headed.
somewhere
Aye.
in Havage or something.
Yeah.
And said that he has to go see about a woman.
That's correct.
What
Just
would he
call
see
him
about
Robin
her?
Williams.
Well, I think the words were, "I think she needs to climb me." I don't know.
Oh,
Like,
what?
'cause she's, it's a height thing. I don't know.
Yeah, she's a small woman. That's true, I
He
guess.
is a very tall person.
But stout.
Yeah, stout for sure.
Yes, there's someone for everyone, isn't there?
Yes.
Um,
He'll go do his thing.
and I have also Hammy has his own huge buckets of lettuce and fresh
Yes.
vegetables, and we brought him, found out what he likes, so we have his own special diet.
Good.
Thank you for taking care of Hammy.
And I don't know who said this, but the air elementals do not like fish. You guys told me to feed him fish. I think it was
Well-
Rockham, you said to feed him fish all the time.
I think
And
that
they
might have
don't
been
like-
Gust.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't.
they
they don't
don't
like fish.
it.
No. Thank you for trying.
Yeah.
So that's why there's a big pile of fish in the corner.
Yeah.
How did
Nobody
you find
puts
out
fish
that
in
they
the
don't
corner.
like it?
Good question. They just
Um,
didn't eat it.
Well, it was experimental feeding process, and I will tell you that those fish fly back very fast.
Like the salmon cannons.
And you see Zephyrus has a bruise that looks much like the tail of a fish right below his right eye.
Oh,
The chef.
well, I guess we'll stop
anyway,
wasting good food on them.
Have
then.
your meal
Yeah.
and then let us know where we're going next.
Cool.
Well, I guess we gotta go to Havage to pick up a hopefully satisfied Gust.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, so off to Vivage while you guys are having your meals.
Yep.
Great. Well, enjoy your lunch. We should be there in a little. Let's see. He looks at the maps. Oh, this is on the same. I mean, this isn't very far at all. We'll be there by tomorrow morning.
Whoa, perfect.
So,
Don't worry, we got some more flying to do after that.
okay.
Yeah.
Because this is in the remember this you spend a lot of time in libraries. So this is your dinner. So, if you haven't, I don't think you did any spell slots, but if you need to recover anything, do a long rest on your character sheet. Do you have control over Gust, Rackham? Yes. Okay.
I do.
So you can do a long rest for him.
Take some naps.
Oh, I'm long resting for Oobleck. Why is that happening?
Why do you? Oh, that's
I don't
funny.
know.
Gosh, Colin, you're so controlling.
You are?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I have access to my own character. He just has access to me for some reason.
Oh.
it's from one of the times that Mandy was out, but
Oh,
it's all
when you
good.
were sick. Yeah.
Okay, got it.
I can remove
I mean, I
that,
still
so it's
technically have control of Ridley too.
well,
Yeah. And I have Gust as well.
all right. If it's a problem, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just leave it as is.
Nope.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So, you had. I'm going to go back to the. Well, I don't need to. You guys, we'll just stay on the ship. You head over, have a great meal. You're heading down to Havaj, which is in the southern kingdom. And as you crest the mountain ridge near, actually, I'll pull up that map just so you can see the changes that happened to Alamoria.
So one of the notes that I have from last week is we captured someone in the desert a long time ago. Check notes. I did not check my notes for that.
Oh, that was Baguette.
Was it?
Whose
Yeah,
name was?
Yeah, remember I
Crust.
I vortex
Crust.
walked him off the camel.
Crust.
Crust.
Because it was
Correct.
Crust, and then we went to Baguette from there. That's
Which I didn't understand, but I don't ask. So, yes, the
We caught him,
guy
like, down
who
here.
originally recruited you, who is part of the corrupt part of the temple, which you cleansed, captured
Yes.
Krusk, turned him over to the temple. Actually, I don't know that you know what happened to him after you turned him over, but it wasn't pleasant.
good.
And,
We hate that guy.
So yes, that happened down in here. Now, as you pass from here, I'll move it on the map for the stream. As you passed from the main city, fly over Artford, the bustling port. You actually see in the forest some people who are practicing both archery. And in another part, as you fly over, you see people practicing magic, which is now being done in the open for people that, remember that anyone who can use magic, as long as they have a license from the now respected temple, who is now part of the culture. And in a short period of time, having defeated Porphonos, your old nemesis, you just notice that the land is alive again. And as you pass over the ocean to the north, right about here, can you see it on the map?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Scarwatch Keep is now been leveled, and you see some construction, which is, you see framing and some dwarves doing work as opposed
Nice.
to the drow and the other humanoids and the corrupt temple that were digging into the mountain. So
No
Skywatch
longer a giant brick.
has now been raised to a foundation, and they're building something on top of it. It looks like dwarves that look very much like the dwarves you know from the Fury Mountains. As you fly around the mountain, because those are massive peaks, so keeping a relatively low profile with your giant nuts hanging from the back of the ship. You pass over this deadwood, which is now alive, and there's very few remaining large woods, and you see not only the tree ant friends that you know, but a bunch of small creatures who are taking down the dead trees and replanting. And there's already a huge copse of both evergreen and huge oaks and beautiful trees here, some of which are growing higher than the dead trees that are slowly being culled. And the friends you have are also planting. I can zoom in a little more. They're also planting, and all around the planting seems to be going over the crater where the battle happened, 1,000 years ago. Celesto's tower actually has lights on it, and there are I don't
Got a
know if you know what
little
they
red
are, but
light on
it's-
top of each of these peaks.
I was thinking when he's like, "Oh, it has lights on." I'm like, "Oh, Christmas lights."
I was just thinking like airline warning lights and red lights at the top of the tower.
Yeah, yeah.
I was
There's
thinking
like
like
a
Christmas
green and a
Vacation
red
Park
one
Visual.
that are blinking,
Uh-huh.
right? But you do see some feathered creatures that are like flying and guarding the tower. It's very far away, but you can see some activity happening there. As you round, you see that the desert is coming to life as well. It hasn't quite planted all the way across, but it's growing and planting even closer, almost to Havage, with not just what you have planted, but now there's new, wonderful desert foliage with some plants and a couple trees. So this whole area is coming back to life. So as you go toward Havage, usually you land. You used to land far away and walk, but you no longer need to. You can actually land very close, and a couple of the guards come out and they recognize the ship, and they look up and choose not to say anything about what's hanging from the ship. And as you land, you hear clunk. And there's a little indentation now, so you're kind of hovering a little bit, and
We're anchored.
so from the second, you actually have a great ramp that can go down and to get your war horses and stuff off of the ship through the cargo area. So you actually have walk down, and at the bottom of the gangplank, you see a couple dwarf guards who are alert, and then they see who you guys are, and they beckon you in. You guys have been gone a very long time. Your friend is very drunk, and the wedding was brief but intense. So I don't know that he was sober enough to make it legal, but it happened. So
I am not going to bow to Gust.
no. The the king in waiting does not have bowing. He does not have authority. It is the queen with the authority. So
Okay.
you don't have to bow to him, but you should at least give respect to the queen.
Oh, absolutely.
That's
So,
Where is he?
We've just seen too much of Gus to give him very much respect. That's it.
Yeah.
he's the queen's consort.
oh, I forgot.
believe.
You also have the so you also see in the as you go toward the throne room, and again, I'm not going to pull up all these old maps, but you guys remember, like you basically go through the caverns. The old creepy look is gone, and so Ridga is sitting on a throne, and you see Gust sitting there, kind of in a small chair near her. How do you approach?
Approach
With-
Gust.
with my feet.
I'm gonna go
Just-
over to him.
I would walk like straight up towards the queen and give her a bow first
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh
before
yeah,
addressing
yeah.
him.
I'll do a little nod, and then I'll walk over to Gust, and I'm gonna take a pseudopod and just smack him across his face. And I'm gonna say,
we weren't invited.
Gust, we've been best friends for so long. How dare you get married without making me your best man?
Well,
And I'll
I'm
walk
sorry.
away.
Stumbles. If words could stumble, that's what they did.
Yeah, he looks still a little inebriated. Say, and Ridga speaks up and says, "Yes, well, he was very persuasive, but I think he was also he had maybe had a lot to drink, so I'm not sure I'm going to keep him to it, but we're married. and
Maybe.
he does have some uses. I'll leave it at that.
Thank you for stopping there.
Yes, thank you. And there's also the entire dwarf guards. All the 12 guards of the queen are just looking away, not making eye contact, letting you guys talk.
Is Gus
Oops,
wearing
just-
pants?
God
He is, and he
Okay,
is,
good.
he's actually wearing not only pants, but his normal like just half pants at the waist. He's
Yeah.
wearing
Yeah,
a
he kinda
he's
wears a
wearing
loincloth.
tunic and long pants and shoes
Oh my
that
goodness.
match the queen's colors. So which are golden, which are gold or filigree around like a deep bronze base color. So he's basically wearing bronze pretty clothes with gold like filigree around the waist and the wrists and the
I lean
Yeah.
over.
That's-
Hey,
Oh,
ooh.
That's, I didn't
by the
think he could
way,
wear.
it's like a V-neck, so he's got a little bit of his chest hair showing, and
mm.
he's like,
Oob, have you ever seen Gus with his legs covered?
"No,
Because
never."
I haven't.
The one time he puts on a shirt and he looks like a douche.
Well, that's technically my husband you're talking about here.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know.
He's bearing a lot of resemblance to the stuff that Rockham has in his bag. You know, tools.
Oh, I have lots of tools. And I start like just showing
Now
the
we've
cleaning
got
rack,
one
bringing
more.
stuff in my bag. This is
Bad.
big.
Well, Your Highness, would we be able to borrow your husband for a while? We still have work
Oh, please.
to do.
I mean, yes, I accept this. And he basically goes,
Well, dang.
Oh, Gus.
he's pretty drunk.
All right.
And Bertio, I don't know if you guys remember, but the glass blower that has created things for Gust.
Mhm.
Comes up and says, we also need kind of he didn't quite pay for the work we did, but it's okay. It's on us. I don't know if you guys
Wait.
remember what he had done. I don't think he told you.
Oh, that's when he had Rockham's eyes made,
Correct.
right?
Yeah, he made googly eyes.
He made googly eyes for Rockham to put on his outside of his helmet.
How much does he owe for that?
It's not much. It's 500 gold. This is on the Queen. She has said that none of you shall pay for any services while you're here. Any meals, any transportation, and whatever you shall need within our kingdom. By the way, thanks to you, we have open trading paths since all of the I guess you cleared out or cleansed something, because now we have not only trading down with Kuruk, but we opened the port back up in Bolthorpe, and we now are both trading to the north and the south along the trade route. So we've reestablished trade with Carburum and with Fibro. Aldersneal is still reluctant to, given the whole history, but our status in the kingdom has completely changed, especially when you revealed. And Gust is just kind of, his eyes aren't quite focused. He's taking it all in and he goes, "Oh!" It took him that long to react. Oh, oops.
We could put in a good word for you in Al-Razil
Well,
next time we're there.
That would be appreciated. And the fact is that I don't know if you know, but there was something Porphonos had corrupted, and I don't know how you did it, but the tree of corruption has been healed and is growing, and is now, when that started growing, the land came back to life. That was the seed or the cause of corruption that was spreading through the entire all the land of Celestor. Celestor now has a good name, thanks to you, correcting the history.
Ridley's just sort of patting himself on the back while he stands there.
Yeah, I mean, you guys forget how much. This is a reminder of how much you changed, what happened, not just here, but how this entire history of the kingdom has been corrected.
Because we were flying past and I shot that
and
tree ant
Porphonos
seed.
was the villain. Because for
Yeah,
1,000
we're-
years,
we're-
that was not the story.
We were flying past that tree, and I shot a treant seed into it.
And I
From
think
the ship.
also the Arthur's Skywrite and propaganda campaign that Celesto lives.
That was mine.
Oh, that was Rockham.
Oh, was
Yeah.
that Rockham?
Yeah.
I think it was.
That was Rock-
Yeah, I think it was.
Hey,
both.
I spent all night setting up magic mouths around the city. Thank you very much.
And then I think
Yeah.
Arthur's persuasion and the speeches helped, and it was like everyone helped on this. It was quite a history that had been corrected, and plus the perception of the temple as a malevolent influence, and now as a positive influence on the kingdom. With the head of Church Agnon in the, it's only been a year since you did that. I mean, you've gone to remember, you've done a lot of things, including leaving the planet, go to do,
Yeah, we've been busy.
been busy.
I mean, we
Yeah,
killed an
that's
archdevil.
true.
Yeah, that was a small excursion.
That's kind of a big deal.
Killed
Yeah.
a lot of stuff.
And like we proper killed her too. Like we killed her in her plane of
Yeah.
of the hells. Like she's kind of dead.
Yeah, we
For
kind
at
of
least
wrecked
an
her.
eon. Or millennia.
Right. Well, yes.
We're pretty.
The answer to your question is anything you guys need, but you are welcome to take my husband unless I annul it. Excuse me.
Or unless I beat him to death.
But yes, please take him with you and see what you can do to sober him up.
I lean into the queen and say, you might want to hold off on the annulment for a little while because the mission we're going on might make you a widow. Better status, maybe,
Ooh.
than a divorcee.
Wait,
Oh.
a what man?
Ridley. He was just congratulating me on the marriage. Thank you, Ridley.
Wait, who needs a mint?
Who needs something?
Gus, absolutely. I can smell him from here. He reeks.
Why would they?
Perhaps we should dunk him in the ocean for the rest of the way across the ocean.
You guys do remember, I have to come up with the name of this. There was something which was,
Rockham has a hard time hearing the word null.
there was a cure. Oh, yes. You cleverly named it Glug Glug, and you have a barrel of Glug Glug on the Havoc Cyclops, which is a hangover cure, and get someone, you basically pour into their, like, drink a lot of it, or you dunk them head into it, and it not only cures a hangover, but it sobers someone up pretty quickly.
So it's basically lesser
You
of
have
a
one.
stress
You have one barrel because, okay, I'm going by memory. The Vincent family, who you freed the son of from the pirate that you killed, had a recipe, and the recipe, which it was Gus that named it Glug Glug, which
That
was,
sounds right.
there was a scientific name which no one could read because I don't think anyone read that language, but he called it Glug Glug. So
Well,
the
Gus
official-
has comprehend languages.
Oh, yes. It was Tasha's hangover cure and instant sobriety. It was a long name. And then Gus, no, Glug Glug.
No, Glug Glug.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah. It was, oh no, it was from the Dread Balfa Selleck, who he found it on the Silver Badge, which was the ship. The pirate ship.
Good old ballsack.
Right. No. Alphon was the name of Selleck, the ship.
Well, I meant just him. We called him ballsack.
Yeah, that's also, well, Oobleck learned it from putting the pseudopod down that you could act like Silly Putty and keep a print for a
Yeah.
temporary so it could be transcribed off of Oobleck's skin. So if you need
Yes.
it's an impression like Silly Putty. If you put it on a magazine, you can see a print.
Nice.
So
I'm so multifaceted.
yeah, that was before you went.
You
plaid,
could probably do that too.
though. That was before you went plaid, but now you're green again.
Yes.
So
Make Oob green again.
make Oob green again. But Oob did retain the grow or shrink ability. So Oob can
Yes.
become larger than human size or small like a rabbit.
I love it.
That's an
That's
at-will thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
But that's just cosmetic,
That's a
right?
little-
that's
that's
not
a
like
little-
enlarge reduce.
correct, it's cosmetic.
Yeah.
But anyhow, where you are now, you have a Gust who you kind of have to like sort of hang on the shoulder of somebody to get him, and then
Rock
who's
'em.
gonna dunk him in the thing?
Looking at the strong guy here.
Yeah.
I have 8 strength.
Oh shit! I thought Rockham was stronger.
No.
Rockham is
I just-
stronger. No. I mean, Gust is very
Gus
strong.
is stronger. Yeah,
but
Gus
he's
is the
drunk.
strongest.
So I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
I'll let you do a strength with advantage check against his dexterity with disadvantage.
I
Oh,
have
I
a
like
10
that.
strength.
All right.
I've got an 8.
Actually, I think I can do it because I have a lot of bullshit.
Right. That's why I usually look to Rockham for stuff like that, because you can
All right, so
bullshit everything through it.
So strength ability check.
Right.
Just don't that one.
All right, that's a 4. Then because I assume we're gonna get our long rest after
You
this.
said
I
with
will build
advantage?
this.
Did you roll twice?
Oh, I did not roll twice. Let me do that advantage.
Come on, better than
I'm doing it
5.
manual. Oh, he has a plus. Okay.
All right, so
Hey.
that's a 9.
We're
I'm
getting
going to
there.
burn a built for success.
So the lower of these two rolls will be Gust.
All right. So that is an 11. Then I have my armor of magical strength reaction.
You didn't need to. You basically were able to dunk him into the glug glug, and he goes.
All right. Well, I'm
Hey,
going to burn
guys.
some features
I'll let
just
you do the voice, but he's sober now.
to. So
He
what you
dies.
guys saw is Rockham like struggle at first to try to pick him up to dunk his head in, and then all of a sudden his armor kind of lights up as he activates his armor of magical strength. So with the +2 from Built for Success, that turns into +8, so that's a 17. So I just kind of pick him up and dunk him in and put him back. And I'm like,
Nice.
See, Rockham, I knew you could do it.
So his whole head is underneath. He comes up sputtering.
Hmm.
Hey
Oof.
guys, where did Jews come from?
hell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fair.
I was there in hell, but how did I get here in the ship?
You married the queen and then you got drunk.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, Queenie.
No.
Apparently,
No,
Queenie said yes.
No. I was talking with you on the ships, Rockham.
Yeah. How drunk did you get?
I had
All of it.
just one.
A barrel
Yeah.
of whiskey.
No. It was the. Oh, hold on. It was the
100
one that
proof.
we got with the doctor. I have to look it
This
up.
cat's
The name of
bourbon.
it was.
He's just chugging Everclear by the barrel.
Oh, it was Sal Dole's moonshine.
Well then.
The Sal Dole's, remember the city Sal Dole's? You got the moonshine.
Mm-hmm.
Like one little cup got you pretty buzzy, and he drank a bucket.
Gotta do it.
Well,
Yeah,
I've never done that.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
don't you
very
see
mad
that
at
Austin
you.
Page's ring? You got married.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
With Rinka?
Yeah, it's a +1 ring of matrimony.
I grab his left hand and hold it up in front of his face.
He tries to take it off and it won't come off. No.
That's a magical ring, Gus.
Oh.
Magic. I can check magic. Please, on the ring.
Let me ask. Can you cut off my hand? Will it regrow if you do revive?
Only if we kill you.
Oh.
And I say
He's
this
really
because I have a rod
He's
of
really
resurrection.
thinking about it.
I
Detect
say
magic.
this because I have a rod of resurrection.
I'm
My
moving
So I
God.
can
You proposed to her.
Yeah, you kind
Why
of wanted
does
this, my
upset
guy.
you? You've been
But-
talking about it for years.
Why did you let me go, Rock?
In fairness, I was fashioning a giant pair of testicles for the ship.
What?
I was very busy on a project.
They are
hold on,
very
hold on, I
large.
must still be drunk. And he puts his head back in. He's wildly sober now, he goes. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
Go look over the stern of the ship.
Because the other effect of Glug Glug is it produces the memories that you might have missed should you be inebriated. In
Mm.
great
That's good.
clarity. And he goes, he just sits there.
I cast detect magic on the ring.
It is a magical ring, but it is
Yes.
a paired ring
Yes.
with another ring. That's all you know. It's a paired ring, a magical paired
Oh.
ring.
Okay.
To GPS.
Do I
Hey,
know?
Actually, it is a custom object which I have created before, but it allows someone to know where the pair of the ring is at all times.
Oh.
Damn, she got you on a short leash, buddy.
Does that work both ways, or is that just a one way?
It works both ways.
Okay. So if Gus can figure it out, he's always going to know where the other ring is.
Correct.
Yeah. Do we remember if Ringa was wearing
but
one?
Oobleck did not tell him this.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
She knows that.
Do we? Okay. I tell the party it's a magic ring. It's a tracker ring. Goes two directions. Do we remember if
You
Ringa
tell
was wearing
Gus too?
one? Yeah, I'll tell him.
Okay. So
Yeah, I guess can know.
so I literally am bound to this woman.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's about it.
Theoretically,
Okay,
she's bound
so
to you too.
again, questions. Cut off hand, how does it grow back?
Well, the only way I have to do that is I can build you a prosthetic, or I can kill you and then cast resurrection on you.
Well, the robotic
But that will
hands might be
also
kinda cool.
uncircumcise you.
Because if you can hit things twice, maybe you can get like a super cool punch thing.
I must think about this. But
Well, while we think about this, we have a demon lord we have to kill.
Fair.
True.
the what?
Yeah.
We have to go to the abyss.
Yes, I do remember this. Oops.
So
I am very sorry.
You should
I
be.
accept your apology. But I'm still cross with you. So We'll address that later.
Oob shapes
Oh.
themselves into a T. Props with you.
A lowercase t.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are we going?
Eris.
It's like hell, but more crazy.
Hmm. What's Eris? Looks at Ridley.
Actually, we've been there before. That's not in the abyss. That's that way, and I just point in a direction because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And
Um,
we have to go find someone first in the desert. Pretty lady.
Yeah. Ooh, mysterious. So let's go to Eris. You guys could have told me
Yeah.
that we were going to Eris.
Well, we had to come get Gus first.
True.
That's why I said we're going in the opposite direction.
I mean, I punched an archdevil. Now I want to punch a demon lord. I have a bucket head. Now I have a bucket list.
I would like to get some stabbies in on that too. I have some blades that are hungry for some abyssal blood.
Oh, before we leave Havaj, do you guys have a giant ballista that we could use as ballast? And also as a ballista?
Oh, to put on the bow.
We don't really do ships here or ship things.
Hmm.
It would be more like a port city, or there's a great shipwright in the capital, and then there's one.
Pretty sure we know that guy.
But looks around out of a window and looks at the fact that you're in the Fury Mountains in the middle of a rocky area.
Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a ship ballista. I can make the adjustments. He
Yeah.
pulls out his finger and it's just a screwdriver.
You could talk to. I mean, there's literally at Alrazil where the ship was, the airship was docked. There's repairs that they all did to your ship. It's looking great. You added the giant nuts to the ship. We could remove those and it would balance it out, but
I don't know, guys. Do we want to neuter our ship?
I mean, if it's gonna affect the our functionality, then maybe.
Okay, but you know what? I will remove them when we're in flight so I can drop them on something.
Oh my gosh.
Instead of a ballista, what about a trebuchet or something? Even a small one. Balance us out. Give us some ranged weapon on the front.
you do.
I mean, we already have
like, you have like 8 arcane cannons.
Yeah.
So, but we could
Mhm.
again. You could stop on wherever you're going next, back at the city, and purchase those things.
Or if we could just get a bunch of rocks from them to just stack
All
up
right. You know what?
in
Well,
one of the bow rooms of the bow.
That
we're
we
gonna
can do.
leave.
And,
We're gonna leave our nuts. We're gonna leave our nuts
puts her
with
fingers
you
together
just
and does a
to-
shrill, loud whistle that is painful to everyone except for probably Oob and Rockham, because they don't have technically ears. They have auditory sensors, but not ears. Everyone else
Oh, but
is
it hit the structural resonance frequency of my armor.
Oh, then your whole body goes with this shrill whistle, and out
You
of
see, Oob just
a
start
large
quivering.
door, which was so seamless that you didn't even know it existed, A small giant, which is, small, only, like 15 feet tall, comes out, says, "Rock? You need rock?
Yes.
How much rock?"
About 2 giant metal balls worth. I don't know how much it weighs.
He opens his waistcoat, looks down.
Yes, like that.
Got it. Bigger,
But rocks.
but rocks. These are not rocks. You need rocks.
Yes, that size.
That big? Okay. He goes back. It's a she, but you didn't know that. Goes back and comes out with 2 boulders that are really straining the fist. Where put rock?
Rockham, that's on
Yeah.
you. You're the mechanical guy.
I think that we can just leave the nuts here until we figure out the ballast issue.
But I have
Having 2 giant unsecured boulders on the front of the boat seems like a bad idea.
I'm not a mechanic.
again
Yeah.
looking down and look at these rocks. No rocks.
No,
Thank you anyway.
no rocks. I give them a platinum for their trouble though.
Oh, more rocks.
Shiny rock. Yeah,
Takes the
shiny rock.
platinum. Thank you. More rocks.
No, we don't need rocks. Thank you.
Not understanding that, like, I gave you rocks and you gave me platinum. And it's got more rocks.
No, that'll be it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Looks at the queen.
Gus, is this one of your relatives?
Those I don't know that ones.
There's just some similarities there.
Hmm.
And Rockham, before they leave, just, hey, is there a place we can keep our nuts? As he cuts off as he removes the new anchor.
Whoa.
He just directs the giant to move it to wherever it's gonna be.
But the giant brass nuts right next to the front door on the outside. Because they got like the giant double doors that open up, if I remember right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or you just put them in the road right in the middle,
Yeah.
so people can't just drive their carts right in.
Bollard nuts.
Yep.
Or would they be nut bollards? Bollard balls.
Well, that's redundant.
This giant looks very confused and goes back inside. And in the back, you hear just like as before the door shuts, you hear this like hammers smashing in the background. So this giant must have something to do with the, mining and whatever goes
Yeah.
on for the behind the scenes in the forge. And then the door shuts and it's silent.
That
So
is
all
some
this was
excellent sound.
happening all while you're in here in the throne room behind the scenes. This, forge and the creation of their main output product, which is iron forged steel, is probably being created there. And you saw a little bit behind the scenes of what makes this a valuable place.
Well,
So, where are you guys headed next? You said
Just,
Eris?
Like,
Paris, yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say that's gonna be, if this was morning, considering Gus was, by the time you get over there, it'll be the next morning. So it's a good day's journey. Because remember, you're flying not in wild space. So
Right.
you know,
Air resistance and stuff.
yes. And you have a great trip. Is there anything you want to do before you get to Eris? I mean, along the way, like, there's no reason to stop back at the city or anywhere else.
I don't think so.
All right.
I think I'm
Not
good.
that I can think of.
Oh, I need to.
Now-
I'm going to activate this, but I have to put a visibility icon for the stream on here. Just a second.
Once we get there, how are we going to locate?
Two of the icons aren't working. Let's see, just a second.
Should we just fly around until Oob recognizes something?
Could do that.
Just a second. Yeah, you do recognize, and I'm not sure if this is going to be visible for you. Let me try. If not, we'll throw you to the mind of it. Just give me a second, because I need a visibility token on this for the stream and for you guys. Here we go. This might work. The southern part. There's two tokens that don't work on the top. Do you see this southern part of the city now?
I see stairs
Very
going
good.
up and
See the whole
and palm
map.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see there's. It looks like two icons that should be there, but it's like little caution symbols
Yeah, unfortunately,
here
they're supposed to be
and here.
movement, but that's okay.
I see a map note.
You do?
Yeah. Yep, at the top of the map.
Northwest.
It's actually just almost off of the map mostly.
Ah,
The city promenade.
yeah. You're supposed to see this, but not supposed
Okay.
to. Okay. So anyway, I guess you're seeing the GM later. Whatever. But what looks
Evan.
familiar as you fly over, because out of the window, based on what you saw in the background with so these date palms are close, but in the distance you saw a large space between. So it looks like it might be this one here on the right. The bottom right corner. I don't know if you can see the map. The clicking.
Gotcha.
Oh, I see
Okay, I
the
see
thing.
it.
We're like on a roof.
You know the problem is the dust that I spent so much time making these dust effects is I don't know if you can see that
Yep.
on the screen.
Okay.
Oh, you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see yours.
Yeah. Okay, so that's where you think it was in flight. This is just one like eighth of the city of Eris. So this is the like this offices and a central well. Water is a precious resource in this area, but this well is kind of like the center of the commerce area. But right here is where you think, based on the geography and what you flew over and looked, it's probably one of these two down here in the bottom right. So how do you approach?
I approach behind our tanks.
Gonna walk right up, knock on the door.
Nope.
I'll do it.
Are you?
Knock, knock, knock.
Are you knocking on the door?
Which door?
Whichever.
Yeah, there's two
door.
entrances
The front door?
here and here.
Yep,
You got this building and this building.
the blue one.
The blue door.
Yep.
Okay, well, let me pull this up. If I'm not sure it's. I don't have visibility here. There it is.
Somebody setting off fireworks.
Really?
On February 9th?
They may have won a lot of money.
Oh, fair. It's a Super Bowl.
Hmm.
I mean, the big game.
You know what? I'm not going to pull up on the map. I'm just going to let you feel remind it. So, you knock on the door to the which one?
The blue door.
The green one or the pink one?
Yeah, the one with the kind of the green color awning.
Okay, you knock on that, and there's a hello. Who is it?
It's Oob.
Ooh. Who is Oob? Hello? And
Do
and
they open
you
the
see
door?
a little in the door. You see a little door open with a little grate in front of it, and
Yeah.
little eyeballs peek up.
Just the eyeballs?
And
Like a crab. Eyes
Yeah.
on stalks.
no,
Or a snail.
I mean, okay, you see a head and then eyes come up to
This-
the nose, but it's short. Some must be somewhat short because it's up to the nose, going, I don't know you. What do you want?
I don't know you.
Okay, bye.
Wait,
What?
we're looking for someone.
Oh, could you be more specific? We're all looking for someone, aren't we? What you want?
Fair.
What you want?
We're looking for a pretty lady.
Oh, how much money you got? And in
I mean-
particular, pretty lady, what's your preference?
I don't think we would need to pay to see this lady.
Okay. You're very strange.
Not-
you go away.
Not that kind of not that kind of a person.
I don't know. And you see a little hand come out. I don't know. This hand is very light. Maybe this hand was heavier. Maybe my mind. Remember. Hello.
Oh, you need something heavy on it? I'm looking at my inventory for the heaviest object I have.
Please, for the love of God, drop our shit balls into his hand.
No, we left those in a box.
Rockham's just gonna grab a hold of the hand and hang.
I put a
Snap the
crowbar and a
wrist.
hammer in his hand.
That's. I don't think
He said
I was-
heavy.
Yeah. Never mind. Thank you for the tools. Clank. Closes the door.
All right.
Somebody.
Can I look around to see if I see any thieves' cant in the area?
You do.
Like around the building where we are or somewhere nearby?
Literally on between the awning of the building on here. Because you can see in the building. I didn't hide that layer, right? You can see, or do you see roofs?
I
see roofs.
Yeah, we see roofs.
Oh, okay.
I can see where the doors are, but
Oh, interesting. I did that part right. Oh yeah, all you see is roofs on the stream. Oh, Cool. So on the green awning, between the green one and right here, there is some thieves' cant, which basically says beware and points to this door here. One with the pink.
Okay.
Right here.
Rockham's
I
gonna
share
cast.
that.
Rockham's gonna cast this.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay.
Are there any like open windows in that building?
Where are you casting it?
Well, I assume we're still here.
Yes.
So just there, but I can move it wherever I want on this plane of existence.
So you're moving it inside the room?
Well, he said that Ridley said that the thieves' cant was indicating this door,
It was indicated the pink one,
Which-
correct. But where are
which
you
would
placing
indicate
the
this
eyes?
building. So I'm asking if there's any like gaps in the wall or like a cracked open window in that
Is
building.
there an opening that he could pass the eye through?
Yeah. It only has to be an inch in diameter.
So a mouse hole would work.
Small as 1 inch in diameter. I mean, yeah.
Or
There's all these places seem to have a chimney. Like a little, if you look at the streaming map, you'll see that there's a little chimney on each one of these things that's like a vent, because it's a desert and this time of year is a little chilly. Kind of like Las Vegas in the middle of the night, right? This is morning. This morning when I walked the dogs, it was like 45 degrees. So yeah. Fahrenheit for those that aren't in the US.
So Rockham sends the arcane eye
This
through
45
the
centigrade would be like, whoo.
Warm.
Summertime.
Yeah.
So Rockham sends an arcane eye into the chimney in this building.
Okay. And it goes
And
down, and you see, and kind of like like there's a hearth, there's a chair, there's a like bearskin rug. Matter of fact, I think I can take my streaming eye and can I put it in this room? Oh, it doesn't matter. So you see, it looks like an old hunter's cabin, except there's like an odd chair in the corner that doesn't fit here, and it's got some like wonderful filigreed. And there's do you happen to speak Abyssal?
No, I only speak Gnomish
Okay.
because that has come up
One
so
of
much
our-
in this campaign.
One of our party speaks Abyssal.
I do.
and
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I do.
it's his arcane eye.
Right.
Yeah.
So the arcane eye goes through, and there's actually an open door inside. And in the other room, you see against what was an old storage room is now a desk with a window that is facing the south, which is what Oob saw. So there's a desk and a
Oh, I have a question. You said that the chair has runes in it in Abyssal. Since I've been to the Abyss, would I at least recognize it as being Abyssal?
just like you can see. I mean, yeah. For example, I may not speak Chinese, but I recognize if I see Chinese characters. I might not know if it's Chinese, Mandarin, or Cantonese, but I recognize that it's a language that's not I don't understand, but I know the symbols. So
Okay.
you recognize this. It kind of looks like the brushstrokes is the wrong word. The aggressive symbology of Abyssal.
Okay. So there's
And
it's like a
as
hunting
you
lodge with a
notice
weird
this,
desk.
out of one, out of a trap door in the basement comes up a woman, beautiful woman, about 5'10", deep auburn hair, stunning, and walks over to the desk and takes out a key, opens the thing on the desk, and takes something out of her robes and places it in the desk, locks the desk again, and then goes. Is there? I'm looking for arcane eye. It's, I wonder if this is detectable by her. Let's see. Invisible. It has dark vision. It actually doesn't invisible. I'm sorry. Hold on 1 second, caller.
But Rockham, you would probably recognize the room because Oob described it to everybody. The
Yeah.
vision, right?
Yeah.
Was I
She
there
did.
when she?
This is
No,
what she looks like, just so you know, with the robes and stuff.
no, but we've spent 2 days on the boat.
Hmm.
Hmm. Very magic looking.
All purple clothes, like very attractive.
For some reason, that picture is showing up on my screen,
It's not.
but I will take your. Oh, there it is.
Maybe you have a little
Okay.
latency.
Yeah, I think so.
But
Um,
anyway, that's what you see, Rockham, is that she comes out and then she goes out behind a screen in the corner, goes behind the screen and comes out wearing like almost like a belly dancer outfit that fits the decor here, and then walks out the front door. Where is everyone outside?
I guess we're still by the over here.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
She
just
walks
sort of
out
in
and
a cluster.
Perfect. Just what we intended.
she just walks out and sees a plasmoid, a tiefling, a autognome, an Air Genasi barbarian wearing, for whatever reason, copper clothes with gold filigree, and because it has not changed, right?
Looking very dwarvish.
Yeah, like very tall dwarf with blue skin. Not, but doesn't fit. None of you fit in with the desert. And she looks at you and goes, "Interesting."
We get that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do. That's fair.
Are you here to have a conversation? Or are you here to die?
We were hoping to talk.
Yeah, probably the first one. I'm feeling the first one.
Yeah, staying
So
alive is kind of important.
Who decided to drop an eye in my chimney?
That was me.
Are you a pervert? What is your problem spying on a woman when she's changing?
In fairness, I did not spy on you while you were changing. You were on the other side of the screen. I respected your privacy insofar as I was trespassing in your home.
And she takes in a robe and takes out a little wand and starts rolling it her fingers.
Also, he's
Again,
kind of like androgynous.
Yeah, I'm asexual canonically.
Ace Club.
Well, you may have uses, and I have been here playing well and doing some research. So I will allow you to come and have a conversation. But behave.
We may have mutual interests.
Let's talk in my shop. So
You got it, dude.
she walks over to the screen door, opens it up, and let's see. Well, I'll just leave it in mind it because I don't want to keep going in on maps. But in this room, you actually does any of you have true vision?
You know what? I will turn that on as we're walking in the shop.
I can give somebody it, but if we have somebody,
So
Yeah.
Rockham, you
I have
see
an
that
infused
there is
item.
a hidden illusionary wall between this shop, which is like it's kind of a little knickknack shop on one side, and there's a wall, and there's a bedroom on the other side, and under the behind that wall, which is open in the moment, the sliding door that separates the shop from the bedroom, there is a huge purple carpet, and under that there is since you have true vision, there is also a secret door that goes down, and there's a wall between this shop and the other building where you use your arcane eye that has just an illusionary wall between. It's not a real wall.
Okay.
It looks to everyone else sees a wall with like a nice painting hung of some battle. It's almost like a something from the Renaissance where there was a time where they depicted battles with like demons and people. Doesn't quite fit the decor, but it's beautiful. And in the one side there's a desk and a little on the wall with all sorts of knickknacks that look like they would fit sale. But Rockham sees that's all illusion.
Hey
And
guys,
she,
not everything here is as we see.
She comes
sale.
in and invites you in, and the door just shuts behind you. So, and she folds her arms. Why do we have you guys spying on little old me? And why shouldn't I just kill you?
Well, there's a warning on the front of your building. It says danger, so we didn't want to just knock or come in.
yeah, we didn't really know what we were getting into.
There's a warning on the front of my building.
Mhm.
I did not see this. She's confused
you,
because she didn't know about this.
Are you trained in the art of the thieves?
Do I look like I'm a thief?
Did you happen to
No,
have a
but not
similar
everyone
conversation
does.
You look
with
magic.
someone?
Fair point. No, I am not trained in the art of thievery. But I'm
That's
trained
why
in
you
a lot of
didn't
other
notice.
things. Maybe I could show you.
It's not arcane. It's mundane.
Hmm.
Well,
I still don't
thieves
understand why I
around
shouldn't
here
just kill
just
you.
Because we wanted to have a conversation. I thought we were coming in here to have a conversation. As I said, we may have mutual interests. That's why we sought you out. We have no ill will towards you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ridley doesn't get to use his +3 charisma very often.
That's funny because Rockham uses his -1 charisma all the time.
So we are. Let me start here. We are supposed to go see Grazd in the Abyss.
Excuse me, Grazit. If you
Yeah, that
use my ex's name, at least you could pronounce it properly.
I
Yeah.
hadn't heard it pronounced that way before. Thank you
We've
for
only seen it
correcting me.
written.
Grazd. You can say Grazit or Grast, but
Okay.
it's a matter of respect. Yeah, I always respect my enemies, especially before they kill them.
So he uh he's kind of causing problems,
Oh,
and
tell me something I don't know.
well, we didn't think that we'd be able to kill him, but we heard that you were able to trap him at one point, and we thought that perhaps.
Trap is such a strong word. We were lovers, and we weren't. We had a child, and well,
Ayuz?
that got complicated.
Is it Ayuz?
Oh, someone's been doing research.
Yes.
Yes,
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
we could call him an archdemon or something. You know,
we were the way we read it was
we aren't in
demigod.
touch anymore. It's been a long time.
But as I said, we didn't think that we would be able to defeat Grezd. So we were hoping that we could get some help, hints, tips, tricks, traps from you
Yeah.
to help us to subdue him as you've done
Why?
before, because he's causing lots of problems.
And if I may, do you really need an excuse to cause some pain to your ex?
I like your directness. Um,
He's a better talker than I
roll a
am.
persuasion check.
Who? Anyone? Oh, me. Okay.
Yeah,
Arthur.
Arthur.
That's probably a good thing that it came to me.
Yeah, thank you. Much better than I would have done.
You are, you know, I respect someone who not only tells the truth, but is also very attractive. I
You like the silver on my horns or what?
like you. I'm not sure I like all the rest of you, but so what is Granada up to? Because we're on a little bit of the outs this millennia. Well, we had complications, and I have been doing a little research into this blood war, and I talked to someone I knew a long time ago when I used to visit in a psychic prison. You know him as Lesto. I know him by other names. But I have heard from a little birdie that Zariel was defeated by some motley party. And it's kind of described like you guys. And that Bell has come back to power, but there's still the potential for a blood war. Not that I care, because I can just leave, but I kind of, well, I have a little influence in this particular whole city. And she walks out, and everyone that's been walking around and outside, because there is a little window in this one shot, stops walking and stands still.
Hmm.
You may continue. And then everyone starts walking.
Well,
That's a cool trick.
Yeah.
I've been around a while. I like. Oh, maybe you should join them. Maybe you should be my little attack party. What do you say?
But
Oh.
what if we were attacking Grest for you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure that we would remain your party for very long if this blood war isn't stopped, and I kind of think we're the only ones that can really do much about it.
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to go find another city to rule. I thought about going to Alresdale, but so much defense there. It'd take me a couple hundred years to take over that city, and I can't be bothered.
So it would be beneficial to you if we took care of this situation, and then
Yeah.
you keep the status quo.
So, you're just looking for information?
Or any assistance that you could give us.
Yeah, information, help, whatever you want to give.
Let me see if I can be of help. Let me look. Oh, for a warlock, do you wear clothes? Like they absorb into your body, but
Oob doesn't really wear clothes. That's an Oob choice, not a like necessarily a warlock thing, I don't think.
okay.
He's just a blob.
Oob likes to be free.
Yeah.
And Blobby.
He's just a free ball of ooze.
Yeah, there's nothing really like, I don't know. He doesn't really have any anatomy that needs to be covered.
Well, there's something I could do to help, but the only one since I can help, you're an interesting creature. You are, you're an oob, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
There are plasmoids from all sorts, but you look like you're one of the oob. And
to us, he is the oob.
Yeah.
The rest are just oobs.
One of a pod for sure, but certainly
we've met some of the others.
Certainly
yeah,
special.
Goob, noob, lube.
I don't want to know what his job is.
Okay, so let me look up something here. She goes, well, there are a couple things I could help. You definitely don't want to. I could transcribe a piece of my book. You couldn't handle the whole Demonomicon.
Oh.
It would crush the psyche of someone as weak as you.
We'll take your word for it.
Okay, well, I could come just and I'll be right back with you. And you guys are all suddenly not in this town, but you're in a maze. All of you are in a maze, and you hear strange stomping and clomping around. And
This is amazing.
Terrible. Terrible joke. Terrible.
Dad jokes.
Yeah. This is amazing.
I hate that you've done
So
this.
you were at the bottom, you're at the beginning of a maze, and you have like a left and right and forward, and you're hearing
Don't listen to the worm.
someone's here for me. Oh, Tasha has sent me toys. And then you hear,
Oh,
and then you looking straight around the corner, you see just horns start turning the corner, and then you're back in the room.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I need a little
Arthur, was that
privacy.
one of your relatives?
Oh, no.
Maybe.
No. Just a little spell. I like if I get annoyed with people, I just send them to the maze and let them play with my friend. He's not many people make it out, but anyway, I'm transcribing a piece. I'm gonna link this, but this is not what you have. You have okay. An expanse here, I'll just copy this and read it. This is just, I'm not going to link the whole thing, but this is what, I'll put it in the chat. I'll just read it for those that are listening. An expansive treatise documenting the abyss's infinite layers and inhabitants. The Demonomicon of Igville is the most thorough and blasphemous tome of demonology in the multiverse. The tome recounts both the oldest and most current profanities of the abyss and demons. Demons have attempted to censor the text, and while sections have been ripped from the spine, the general chapters remain, revealing lots of secrets. Now you have the map of the abyss, and with these chapters of this book, you basically have enough information to know where to go within the abyss to do what you want.
Nice.
Okay. Dang,
So-
that's a pretty intense text.
Oh, that's just the pieces that would fragile your psyche. I'm only giving you enough information you can handle, lest your brains leak out of your ears. Although that would be pleasant. it
Oop
wouldn't
doesn't
serve
really
my
have
purpose.
ears.
Well, I could also just like melt into a puddle though, so you know.
Oh, yeah, let's not do that.
Yeah.
Might not be a brain melting, it might just be a
Puddle
mind
Loop
time.
is the worst soup for sure.
Yeah, I'm like a jellyfish, man. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want
There's
the
stuff
whole
going on.
Demonomicon. Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, you have the chapters that you can understand.
Okay.
They're both written in Abyssal and understand in Common and in Celestial. Whatever language you perceive, you can read it as it's transcribed.
Ooh.
So
Well, I guess we should
I
click to the.
guess the other thing I can do is I don't care about permission. She walks toward Oob, grabs you by the shoulder, stares into your eyes, and you have the capabilities of this. I'm gonna link it for you.
Loop's the best. Loop is just constantly laughing now.
Robe of the Arch Magi.
You have this, but it's actually draped upon you and absorbs into your skin.
Whoa!
You have to tune to it, but you have those capabilities of the Robe of the Arch Magi, which only can be used by warlock, sorcerer, or wizard.
Thank you for this beautiful robe.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be nicer if I could see it, but I sense it. Because it's draped upon you and it's absorbed into you. Because you are,
Yes.
as a plasmoid, you absorb things within you and then they become part of the plasmoid
Yes.
inner being.
Yes.
So you have Robe of the Arch
Wow.
Magi to attune. It'll,
Yay.
but it's not visible, is my point.
Yes.
Wow.
That's pretty sick.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm a little jealous.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
that's a legendary
Got
item.
it, whole thing.
well, she's. Look, I can't help all of you, but I can help a little bit. And if I help you and you happen to use this information to depose Grazit, maybe I can take over for a while, you know? Rather than here, I wouldn't mind sitting in the Argent Palace. But
It
You
would
that's.
do.
be our pleasure.
Oh, it would be.
But at least I feel that we could trust that you wouldn't allow the blood war to spill over here because you have a vested interest here.
Yeah, even if I took over, well, if you got rid of Grazit and I happen to replace him on the throne of the Argent Palace, well, then I would have no reason to come into this, well, dusty, wonderful plane where I could control everything. But I'd rather control an entire kingdom than one little city where my influence in the material plane is so limited. So, the end of my enemy may be my friend. So I grant you this boon, and I grant you this information, and now that I've granted you this, we have a bond ourselves, don't we, Oob?
Yes, we do.
And so you could get some more information
Is
from
Tasha now
Citrix.
your patron?
I am.
So fickle. I'm like, you give me pretty shiny thing, I will like you.
Ooh, and you hear this in your head. Who do you think the old one was?
Oops, mine just is blown.
It's Roger.
Ridley is offended.
Man,
No, but
they do call me the Ancient One.
oh, I didn't get it. I was like, Ridley? No, Ridley's young.
No.
Igvilv is ancient, but very attractive. So, yes, the only thing I don't know, because it's been quite a while, and what you might find from, again, I may have been following you for a couple years, just to find out what's going, and every time that you prayed to the old one, I was listening.
A secret spy.
It's funny, she doesn't look that old.
Thank you.
Magic.
I appreciate your compliments.
Thank you,
My true
Tasha.
nature. You know, we all look the way we want to look, don't we?
Oh, wait. I have true sight.
Yeah, not on this.
Oh.
You have true sight. True sight is illusion, the true, like, invisibility, but it doesn't pass, like, legendary beings, right? So
Well, it says I can perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic.
but it's not transformed by magic.
Huh?
As far as you know, you see this as the true being.
Okay.
You just have no idea how old she is, or
It's like a gold dragon that polymorphs itself into a human. True sight won't show you that.
Hmm.
you see the human, but you don't see the dragon behind. Like you don't see a dragon because it is a human.
Right.
It's not illusion; it's transformation.
Yeah, it's
Well,
almost
no, I
like
can
a
see
true,
transformation.
true polymorph.
In this
But-
case, in this case,
In this case, not. Yes.
well, let me put it this way: this being created the entire Demonomicon, so the capabilities may be beyond what
Yeah.
you're aware of.
What natural magic is?
Yeah, I think Tasha can do level 11 spells.
Yes.
That's a high level.
So it's on par with, I mean, you've defeated Zerial, but what I'm saying is you see this is her true form.
Hmm.
You just don't know how
That's what
long
I'm
it's
saying.
been
It's
that
like
true
a-
form.
Right,
Right.
it's like a true polymorph. After an hour, it becomes the true form.
It's-
It's not a magic or illusion.
yes. You're seeing Igbil, not Tasha.
Hmm.
Everyone else sees Tasha. So the difference is not just the aesthetic, it's the nature of what this thing is. So you see a beautiful woman is my point. And she's always been a beautiful woman. But over the centuries, that has changed. Anyway, you've been granted the Archmagi. You have the transcripts of the Demonomicon to know a lot about Grazit and all the other demons and their nature. I can give you a very, very, very short summary. Like, very short. So, where, like, Zelatar, the home of Grosdet, is called the Triple Realm. Like, they're all bound together. And they're just like in the first layer of Avernus, there's the river Styx. In
Mhm.
this one, there's a river of salt. And it is
Oh.
caustic salt. It's not like salt water, it is caustic salt. And special vehicles are needed to traverse. But
Don't
the
want that in my
neighborhoods are,
margarita.
these aren't like these are vibrant layers with lots of trade and merchants and bordellos and casinos and like every vice and thing, bazaars and people. And so in this Demonicon, it basically says some tips and tricks that if you want to survive in Zelatar, you might want to pose as a merchant, or and if you any merchant wearing the six-fingered sign, because the Dark Prince has 6 fingers. It's illusionary is usually transformed, but has 6 fingers. And they're usually protected if you have the symbol on your card or your person. And there's a drawing of this 6-fingered symbol, so you could maybe recreate it. So, like anyone who would like harm someone with this symbol would get the wrath of the Lord and his like archdukes and minions. The if you will, the Cambions and the police of the plains, right? Of his rule. And despite what you would think of the Abyss, like the city of Zelatar is like beautiful. It's not. This is not an ugly thing. It's like a beautiful, like clean, pristine palace from the outside. From what you know, and then, like soul coins are the most valuable things that you can trade here. Like gold and platinum have their places, but soul coins are immensely valuable if you could acquire one or have anything. And there's like narcotics and like and there is a sizable tiefling population. Because the tieflings here are descendants of like what's it called? Like the original mortal worshippers of Kardasik. They're the ones that are they're called the Abyssal Seed is their name. So there's a lot of red tieflings who are like in this place.
Gotcha.
So and then I mean it what I'm saying is like politics and gambling and vices and brothels and stuff are there just like in a major city in the material plane, but taken to 11 down here.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's debauchery is the currency of the realm. Does that make sense? Like it's not an ugly place like like Avernus, right? It's not just gross and disgusting everywhere, the layers of hell. It's because of the way the Lord works, you know, his main skill is persuasion and deceit.
Well, good thing we got a bard.
I'm just letting you know that being a tiefling is an odd thing in where you are now. So she hands you this stuff, and she's basically, I'll just keep it short. She's telling you these things to translate, not knowing that some of you read Abyssal, but also the way this is written, it's also Abyssal, Celestial, and Common. So she's told you these things. So even though you may want to have not necessarily disguises, but maybe, I don't know, maybe if Arthur was a slave trader and the rest of you were, slaves, or your entourage or your servants, or you're all like, but it would make no sense to someone else to be in charge. Right? And looks at Gust.
Right.
Yes. So you are, I see, you are naturally powerful in your own different ways, but I would say in this realm, like the ones that fit in the most would probably be Arthur and Ridley. Right?
Yeah.
Shatter Kai, dark.
Makes sense to me.
The rest of you need to be perceived as lesser than, or either entourage or servants or slaves to make this work. What I don't know is the best back ways and secret ways in, because it's change. You know, the abyss does ebb and flow and change a little bit, and it's been a long time and not exactly welcome.
We've heard of a realm of portals.
Oh, well, it's guarded. But if you have the six-fingered symbol, even the guard, you know, Ustis is not very bright. And Ustis is Marilith and all the other guards that guard the individual portals are easily swayed by symbology. Much like here, I see that behind your robes you have the symbols of the church. That gives you sway on this plane. On the other plane, you need a different symbol. And with that, I think our conversation is over, and I would like to ask you to... I'll let my friends let you pass and leave in peace.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
Next time, announce yourselves before coming to visit. And if you are to get rid of Grazit, and you let me know, I will grant you so much that will be useful to you on this plane to live in luxury and vice and fame.
Think we can handle that. We'll let you know what comes out.
I do like your directness.
Is there a way that we can keep in touch with you?
To put it in perspective, your like passive persuasion is ludicrous at this point. So I'm just like
Damn straight.
passive. I think it's 20. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Sweet.
just like, but she appreciates his direct talk too. She spent some time in another plane called New York, and like
Yeah. got used to life there.
Yeah. Oh,
Fair.
talk about vice. I could rule that city. But that's another
hear about Las Vegas.
that's another tale. I think you should go back to your ship, and she
All right.
teleports you, and you are at the base of your ship, surrounded by about 100 townfolk who are staring up at the gangplank, and the hamster and your crew are at the top of the gangplank going like freaked out because they're all just staring like children of the corn, like. And then as soon as you are teleported, they all like shake their head and like, what? Oh, have a good trip, and they all just kind of filter off. She's got the entire city under her spell is the wrong word. Command.
Well, not our problem. Let's go fight Grazit.
Yes.
I'll very just like, not my circus, not my monkeys.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's not a fight that we want to have.
So the other thing that you were going to do is perhaps talk to Cibriax to find a way into the here I'll go back to the Abyss map, if you will.
With Cibriax on the 81st layer?
Yes. So this is
Okay.
basically...
I've got that in my notes.
Can you see this map?
Yes.
Okay. So, just to put it in perspective, like somewhere down in between, above Demogorgon's lair is Sibriex on the 81st, and then the 45th through the 47th, right above Law, is like way deeper. So, the plane of infinite portals is what we were talking about, and that's probably an easier way than trying to get like the ferryman take you across the river Styx.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'd much rather take a portal.
So, you are. I'm not going to do all the maps again, but you know the way. Are you going back to the entrance, which you know of, which is in the bottom of the crater, that went through that one portal? Is that where you're heading first?
I would guess.
That makes sense. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I suppose if that's the way that we know, then I would say that's probably the way that we go.
Hey, said like a true bard.
So let's go. Do, 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 do.
There is a. I'm looking for the port. I have so many maps for this area. Oh, the mirror. Yeah. Okay. It's actually its own plane. Put an icon. This is a sec. There are 40 of these, but given the instructions you have from the pages that you got from Tasha, you've narrowed it down to there are 50 of. Oh, I need to change it so that the vision can be seen on the screen. Just a second.
There's an unknown combatant with 16 initiative.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. No. Where do you see that?
In the combat tracker.
Yeah, it's in round one.
Oops.
Fight.
Here, I'll remove that. There we go. Oops.
My screen's black. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
continued or
I am
not.
fixing that. It's a
Okay, cool.
lighting thing. Here we go. Do you see the screen now?
Yeah. Oh, it's pretty. The portal chamber. I remember this. Kinda.
Oh yeah.
You have inadvertently seen this before. So there are 50 of these. This is one of 50 chambers on the plane of portals. This one, you know all these symbols, and who again speaks Abyssal and Celestial?
Ridley speaks Abyssal. I don't know if we have somebody that speaks Celestial. I'm not sure.
What are your languages, Zub?
Let me look. It's Celestial, Common, and Telepathy.
Okay, so these are in Abyssal, Celestial. There's a couple other languages too, but you understand the symbols, and these correspond. This one in the top right goes to 81. There are none of these that you see here that go anywhere to 45, 47. But you do see the 81.
Okay.
And did you have a communication with Cibriax? I forget.
I don't think so. I don't remember having one.
Did we have
Actually,
a
music just
what
got
from?
louder.
Did we have communication with Cibriax?
I'm sorry, what?
Did we have any communication with Cibriax?
Like,
I don't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't remember one, but that does not mean very much.
I mean, there was also a couple of sessions where I wasn't here too. So, I got a note that said Ulysses will pay for Cibriac's betrayal, but nothing about actually contacting Cibriax.
well, you freed him.
Okay. Read the Cibriax from Theriel's guard. That looks like it was just a plan. Again, that might have been around the time where I missed a couple of sessions.
Yeah, I don't know if we actually got a contact method for him. He
I
said
don't
that he
think
would
we
reach
did
out to
either.
us.
Yeah, I don't think we did either.
Yeah, I don't have anything saying that there was a contact.
Oob, can you think at him?
I can think at him. I mean, I don't know if my telepathy will reach that far.
Well, I remember Cibriax being a very powerful telepath, so maybe.
But Cibriax is on a different plane of existence now.
Well, yeah.
Let me see if I have anything that might reach a different plane.
Is it sending?
Oh, who has message?
Message?
I have message.
No, I thought message was only like 100 feet.
Oh, maybe it's sending.
Yeah, sending I think is the one
Yeah,
that can
it's
go
a
across planes.
message is 120 feet.
Yeah, that's the one with the piece of silver wire or something.
It's actually copper. Please get your
Copper
facts
wire.
straight.
I'm not a magic guy. I could just do a little bit of magic.
I guess, well, and scrying doesn't let me talk to them. It just lets me see them.
Right, and that's only on the same plane of existence.
Yeah.
Well, you.
Oh, wait.
You're on the plane of portals in the abyss if you went down through the main gate.
I have contact other plane.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, let's see. It's a ritual, but let me pull it up here. Contact. Wait, where is it? Oh my word. You know what? I have comprehend languages. I forget all the stuff that's in here. I'm such a ding dong. Okay, hang on.
Okay.
There we go. Contact other. Sorry, y'all. I'm really dropping the ball with all these rituals. Okay. Let me know.
Let me know.
It says when you cast this spell, make a DC 15 intelligence saving throw. Oh. If I fail, I take psychic damage and I'm insane until I finish a long rest.
Would we be able to tell the difference?
That's fair.
With Oob?
Wait, okay.
Damn.
It says I can mentally contact a demigod or a spirit of a long dead sage or some other mysterious entity from another plane.
I
Can
would
we?
say this qualifies.
Okay. Thank you.
This
Yay.
is some sketchy just shit.
Well,
I mean, there's one way to
you got
find
the
out.
other ideas.
Oh darn! I don't have Intellect Fortress prepared.
All right, let's see. Oh. No selected actor could do. Okay, whatever. I'll just do it.
You can just tell me what you're doing. It's you don't have to.
Yeah, it's just an intelligence saving throw, so I can do that. Oh.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh, that's not great.
Wait, hang on. I might have. I think I have lucky. That actually may be Amaryllis. Oh, frick.
Well, I can make that into a 10.
Well, I don't think that's gonna help.
So
Rockham,
try,
don't you
try
have that-
this?
I
Rockham,
can-
don't you have that reaction,
Yeah, but it's only +6.
silvery barbs?
Oh, so no, that's when they succeed.
I can
I can
give
only be
you,
annoying, not helpful.
I can try to give you Bardic Inspiration.
This. Oh.
Oh,
You take 28 psychic damage,
Oh shit.
but you
Well,
hear
I
back.
tried.
You are granted passage, but nah, you're so weak. I owe you, so you are granted passage to my lair.
Yay!
Cool.
So you take the damage, but you are, and what happens is you are. Let me see if you have vision. You do. You are teleported to inside.
I'm
this- Yeah, just a second. I'm working on it.
And I think that I did the damage. I just
when we land in Sibriex's lair, I'm going to use 3 charges of my spell storing ring to cast 3 level 1 cure wounds on Oob.
Aw.
Almost.
You?
that's almost perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, right? If I just rolled a little bit better.
I must
I was gonna say that roll was
Makes-
kind of trash, but
Okay, there's
Oob's
no,
only nut down 2.
yeah, there's no
Ew.
vision here, so hold on. I have to let the vision. I'm gonna let you see the whole thing. It's not like you're not raiding a layer. Here you go. Now you should be able to see the whole map.
Yep.
So, game unpaused.
Whole map.
I'll let you.
hmm.
So you
This
look
is
to the,
pretty.
to the left and right. You see these pools, and in these pools, you hear.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, I don't like that
I
one.
think that is where we want to go.
And ahead of you, you see the doors open. I mean, they open. They don't literally. I can't make them. I did a little animation, but not that much. And you see
Guys,
this
this place
huge
is so
glowing
cool.
orb ahead of you. This eye in a big purple circle.
Whoa.
Yes,
Drive to the orb.
I
Really?
do remember you.
Hello.
Welcome, you. Leave them be. And you hear this coming at. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It was gross.
Thank you.
It was very effective.
And you hear this from all over, this like clittering and like gnashing and guttural sounds. Leave them be. They have passage. And in this eye, suddenly Sibriex appears in the center.
Oh, it's our friend.
What's up, big dog?
You
Our
have-
friend.
I'm glad you. Can you go through the door?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. Just
I just remember the aura last time.
No, it's got a token collide
Oh, okay. Here, I'll move you.
Oh,
right here.
Oh yeah, it does.
This is just because I spent time on this map. I have so many maps.
I can
didn't-
appreciate that.
There you go. And you see Sibriex in the.
So I'll go right.
Well, you're just talking. So.
Yeah.
What brings you to have a conversation? And by the way, you're hearing this. Remember, it's in your head all
in
at
our
once.
heads.
Yeah.
We
wants to
are
go first?
here. We are here to try to get to floor 47, right?
mhm.
Hmm.
More or less.
Yeah, I think so.
We were told that you know a lot about the Abyss and potentially about Grazd.
Good as it.
That's it.
Rabbit.
Yeah. I have trouble pronouncing his name.
It's
Yeah.
okay. He goes by many names, but I call him Bo.
Oh, sick. Yeah, well,
Oh, I can do that one.
Yeah, we're here to you know, like
Yeah.
take care of him, as it were.
Mess him up.
Yeah. Murder.
Murder.
Or at least lock him away somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a ticket.
yeah, we hate that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a ticket. It's just me and my wife, Morgan Fairchild. Yeah.
There is one possible way to get to the city of coin.
City of Coin. That sounds cool.
There is a in your head you hear a poem.
There once was a man from Nantucket.
Oh, the river Styx is a putrid stream. Oceanus is too good for me. Olympus takes too long to climb. Yggdrasil is just a tree. But the infinite staircase takes you there. The grand old stair goes everywhere. A few short steps will bring us home and fulfill our every dream. So, this is a from a plainer poet, someone who had.
Just to let you know,
Maps
my
the
phone
abyss.
is about to die.
We're gonna end here, but she says the best way to get to the levels of Gardasa is to rise from below.
Oh.
The infinite staircase
Oh.
from level 48 is the least guarded. It is dangerous, but less dangerous than other means.
Okay.
Then
That
once you
makes
gain
sense.
entrance, you may use others' subterfuge. So don't try to go down the layers, go up from below. It is the best way to get to the Argent Palace with the least resistance. And should you best Gerdazic, you may find my old friend to take his place.
Cool. So go down and come up from underneath. Okay.
What's your old friend's name?
She goes by many names over many millennia.
That wouldn't happen to
This-
be Big Wolf.
Oh, that
Some
is
say-
a new name.
Some say Tasha.
That's the name. I know her as Hira Zibelinda, the Dream
Yeah.
Witch.
Hmm.
Yeah, we kind of
I
have a
knew
deal with her.
as Herda,
yeah.
but other knows as in the Fae knows as Zibelinda. So many names, but she is.
We just left her house.
We did.
Yeah.
You know Zibelinda, the Witch of Perrinland,
Yeah, we're
the
kind
Witch
of
Queen.
tight.
I predict pain and suffering, which
For him, right?
I will take into my histories and memories and rejoice. You have freed
Yeah.
me, and now you may get rid of that creature.
Happy to be of service.
Yeah. Just so we're clear, pain and suffering for not us, right?
Oh, that remains to be seen. But I
Perfect.
do predict pain and suffering.
You wouldn't happen to know if he has any weaknesses, would you? 'Cause we didn't get that kind of information.
Vanity.
That's his weakness.
Those that have
Easy.
gotten that. Why do you think that Zelinda got so close? She deceived the deceiver. They
We can
bore
work with that.
Ayuz,
Ooh.
who was banished to the flames to a material plane that Gerdast and Igvil are banished from, never to see their ill-begotten come to
Yeah, we
power.
heard about that guy. Do you suppose we'd be able to get any assistance from some of his enemies down here in the abyss? We've heard 3 different names that are like really he's on their shit list.
In the level of the 48, which is the rise of the infinite staircase. Seek Aaron Gringa, which I will put in the chat for you.
Thank you.
Not in the public, I'm putting it in our chat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Aaron Gringa. On
Okay.
the level 48. And she is protected by the assassins of the Hag of the Steppe. So if you bear the mark, and then in your hand, on the palm of your hand, you feel a searing pain.
Oh.
And you have a 6-finger mark that is seared and visible and then is no longer visible. It sears in pain and then it's no longer visible to you. True sight can still see it, but where you are now, it is not visible.
Okay.
Gotcha.
But it's in the palm of your hand. And
Is
that,
it a
and
particular
Cibriax,
hand, left or right?
your left hand.
Gotcha.
It's searing, agonizing pain, and then it leaves, as if someone had burned a brand into your hand and then it instantly cooled. But it's not visible to your naked eye. And Cibriax says, "With that, I take my leave of you. I have fulfilled my obligation, have I not?"
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
Anybody
Yeah,
else
I'm
have any
good.
problems?
thank you.
No. See you, brother. Appreciate your help.
Bye.
Should you not, should you inflict the pain and suffering rather than receiving, and you take him from power, I will do what I can to leave your plane out of this coming war that has been fomented by Gordazit.
We appreciate that.
Yeah.
That's our main goal.
And with that, we're gonna end here.
Hey.
All right.
All right. We shall see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
That channel.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bizarre.